In this class, we're going to create a simple XML. First, we log in into the developing workbench, into the module where we would like to define the XML. We have a simple module of 3 objects. We would like to attach the XML service to this object. We can attach it to the default operation or to a copy of the default operation. We use for this example the default operation, which is 3200. We open the operation. The first thing we have to do is to click this by methods, and now we define which are the methods that this XML will support. We can either create all the models by default, or we can select it from a list. The find by key is an obligatory one, and we would like to have a create as well, which permits us to insert new occurrence into this table. When we're done, we can close it and we log into the catalog. Most of the work is done through the catalog. Through the menu number 11, we go and define first a service. We have to define a service name, and we'll call it a simple XML. We have to say which is the let's define it first and then associate a provider to that service. When we're done, we're going and defining a package, a new package. We shall also call it a simple XML, and also here we need to associate the provider. Okay, now let's refresh it here. We got the simple XML here, and now we need to generate a BC. To generate a BC, we import the definition from the operation that we have already preliminarily defined from the WA module. It was 3200. We can either type the number or select it from the list, and we generate. It goes quite fast, and as we can see here, we got already the BC defined, and then the BC contains the two methods that we have defined in the operation. Now we have to compile the component, and we have to compile the package. Okay, now we do a refresh and everything is okay. We're going to open it. Next step is going to generate an export, and we're going to generate a schema. Okay, and a schema and an XML document. The service is the one that we have preliminarily defined, the simple XML, and we would like to have an inbound and outbound as well, and we do an export. What happens now is that automatically in the service that we have defined, the header of the service, the two schemas are created, and an XML document is created as well. We look inside and we can see here one for the inbound, one for the outbound, and also we can see the document XML. Here we are done. Now we need to go back to the module and do two things. First one, here on the rule menu, we need to include the service that we have defined in the CT, which is the simple XML, and also include the package that we have defined in the CT, which we call it a simple XML also. The last thing to do is to compile the BC in this module. Can we verify it's not compiled? Now it will be compiled. Yes, it's green, and let's compile also the document, and everything is okay. Now how do we test it? We go back to the CT. First, let's look what kind of information we have in this table. We have one occurrence only, okay, and a key and some information. We go to the CT, we open the document, we click the right click for test. An XML tester is opened. We don't have any XML ready, so we'll create another one, a new one. Automatically it's retrieves the information from the definition from the document, and we have to type in data. Let's say number 2. Let's give it a name, a simple XML, and since here there are numbers, so we just put some data inside. 000, it's not that important, and we click the submit XML. We can verify the result going through the XML response. See that everything is okay, success. And if we go back to the model and now we'll test it, we'll see 2 simple-xml. Okay, that's the end of this short introduction of how to create a simple XML. Goodbye.